Hi everyone, welcome to the Mandy Michelle Show. I'm Mandy. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and why I wanted to start this podcast. I was born in the Memphis, Tennessee area, have lived here the majority of my life, was raised by my mom, single mom who was amazing. She was fantastic. I am a single mom myself. I have 3 pretty cool fucking kiddos. They're some of the most amazing people, and I'm sure for those of you that are parents understand where I'm coming from. You know, they're not in trouble, they're good kids, they're respectful. They do have my sarcastic smartass attitude though, so I just say I'm raising them right. But the reason I wanted to start this podcast is because I feel like we as a whole don't really talk about all the good stuff, the gritty stuff, the hard stuff, the stuff that usually people get into arguments about, right? And I wanted to create a space where we're able to talk about everything, but and you don't have to agree with the other person, other individual viewpoint. I will be doing some podcasts by myself, but I do plan on including others from time to time, because I think it's good to have a conversation, especially if there's different viewpoints, or even if not different viewpoints. But I think everyone can learn everything. And I think most people, and I especially notice now, a lot of people are being raised to, if someone doesn't agree with your viewpoint, then they're wrong. And I kind of want to eliminate that. I think as long as you're not doing anything to hurt another person, you can believe whatever you want, and you can agree to disagree, and I can respect someone's opinion that I don't agree with, and they can respect my opinion if they don't agree with me. And I think it's good to be able to have an open discussion about anything. But I do like to throw a lot of laughter and humor, and I do have a dirty mind. I've got the mind of a prepubescent 12-year-old boy. So I do like the funny dad jokes, the cheesy pickup lines. I love to joke, and I can turn anything dirty. So there's going to be a lot of that too. But no subject is really off limits as long as it's morally good, because I'm not going to tolerate bullying or harassment or any of those sorts of things. I think we should all be able to have an open discussion and really talk about the different things. And I think it's interesting to find out where other people come from and maybe what they've gone through. So a little bit about the things that I've gone through and why I want to kind of start this is, growing up, my father was not really around. My parents divorced when I was 14. But I don't ever remember my dad. It's difficult for me to call him my dad because he never really was. He was never really around. He wasn't physically or sexually abusive, but mentally and emotionally, yeah. Just the things he would say would kind of downgrade me. But he didn't do that to his other 2 kids. Why, I don't know. It's none of my business. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with him. But I also found that he kind of got it from his mom as well. So I kind of cut off that whole side of my family when I was in my mid-20s, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I've always tried to not be judgmental of others. Now, mind you, that has been a learning process, because admittedly, I would say in my early 20s, I probably was without realizing I was. I didn't think that I was. But as I've kind of, gotten older and had many life experiences, I kind of realized that people are sometimes just doing the best that they can. I do have 3 kids who are awesome. They're amazing. But I divorced their father because he was abusive. I was told when my youngest was about 11 months old was probably one of the worst experiences I had. He got angry because they were being too loud, and they were 11 months, 3 years old, and 5 years old, because he was trying to sleep. And this was in the afternoon. But anyway, he got up and I would say a switch flipped in him. Now, yes, I had other issues as well, but he basically manhandled me. And for those that know, I'm not little, like I'm 5'8", and I'm not really a coward. I was known to fist fight my brother in high school. But that night he picked me up, threw me across the room, pinned me up against the wall with his hand around my throat. I tried to call 911 a few times. He yanked the phone out of my hand before I could. He took my keys, my purse, but he left his keys. So I somehow got all 3 kids out of there and went to my mom's because I had nothing. We had no shoes, nothing. So the next morning I did go to see a lawyer because I was done. And the lawyer told me, well, he's still going to get into supervised time with the kids. So I said, nope, I'm going to stay because I knew I could piss him off enough to direct his wrath at me. And that's what I did for 10 more years until I manifested a way out. I'll say that. I won't get into that right now just because we had lived in Texas and I knew I couldn't do anything there. So I really had worked on manifesting him a job back to the area I lived in so I could have more support in order to leave. And that's what I did. So I spent basically those last 10 years of my marriage in survival mode. Never cheated, was completely faithful. Can't say the same for him. We're talking every kind of abuse imaginable. So I do bring a lot of that to the table, but a lot of what I want to talk about is how I did that and how I came about it, because my spirituality is very important to me. I do believe in manifestation. I do believe in the law of attraction. And I think your life is what you can make it. And I think whenever you start focusing on all the negative in your life, that's all that's going to come. So you got to start focusing on all the good too. So that's what I want to do is I want to focus on that. I want to focus on the good. I want to focus how to live your life. I want to see other people's viewpoint and learn from others' mistakes, learn from others' wins. You know, anything we can do to make ourselves better is better for everybody. There's enough room for everyone at the top. But I do like to have just like really good conversations. It doesn't always have to be serious. It's not always going to be a serious conversation. Some podcasts are going to be, some are not. Some are just going to be pure fun. But I think I'm going to find a way to put some laughter in someone's life. At least I hope so. And maybe learn a few things along the way. And I'm sure that I will learn plenty as well. I am by no means an expert on anything but my own life. But I think, you know, bringing other people in, I think we're all going to be able to learn something and grow. And if you're not growing, then what are you even doing? Because your life is just going to get better and better the more you learn, the more you grow, right? And so I was just hoping to kind of bring all of that. Laughter, fun, growth, taking accountability, learning from others, whether it be good or bad. And so I hope that y'all will enjoy this ride that I'm going to go on. I'm really excited about it. And I have been working on getting this out here. And so now it's finally here. So I'm hoping to do a podcast at least once a week. And then as we grow, do more and more, you know, but for right now, I'm aiming at once a week. So I hope that y'all will go. I'll leave all the links in the comments. I hope you go follow me on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I am on Facebook. I will start a new page for this show, but I will leave all of that in the comments. And please, if y'all have anything in mind that you would like for me to discuss or discuss with somebody else, I am open to suggestions, because it may have been something I haven't thought about, and it may be something I don't know about and I would want to learn, because I'm here to learn too. I think this is going to be a good learning experience for me as well. So I appreciate y'all all joining in. Hit that subscribe button if it sounds like something you're into, and share with your friends, and hopefully we can have some fun and a few good laughs along the way. Thanks for joining.